I said, we're going with it.
Yep, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I believe we're live. We're live. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here today with the king of the universe, King
And we're
Sananda.
going.
How are you today?
I am fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. So glad to be here.
Oh yeah,
Um, and for
definitely.
those are that are watching, I'm having a little weirdness with my camera, so just bear with me. Self-inflicted weirdness. It's my fault.
Right, right. Everything's cool. Everything's fantastic. You
Yeah.
know, we're always on daddy's time, and that's just it. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Daddy's in control of all of this stuff. Like people see what's happening and they're like, "Oh my God, all this crazy stuff." And then meanwhile, me and the crew is like, "Okay, so that happened. That means this is going to happen. That means that's going to happen. Everything Daddy told us is going to happen because who's in control? Dad."
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is beautiful when you really take a look back and see, like even a few months ago, see how far we've come. Like at the time we were like, how much longer is this going to happen? When's this going to happen? Look at it happening now.
That is true. That,
Crazy.
that's
Crazy.
that's the bigger picture that I've talked about. Now, between me, Daddy, and B, we talked about all these different type of things, and we talked about how people would realize that I'm the real deal and I'm who I am and blah blah blah. And Daddy told me that he's going to take care of it. He's going to make everybody realize that it's true. Everything he's told me to relate to everybody, and all of the deceiving aspect of my life, my previous lives, and just about everything is being exposed for being um, what do you call it? Bullshit. You know how they like recently you hear that they shut down the tomb of Jesus and all this other bullshit. Okay, well, good because that shit wasn't me anyway. I'm the being that they talked about that they gave me that name, right? Because that wasn't my name. The fact that um, things are being exposed in record timing right now should tell everybody that the truth is coming out and there's no way around it. He recently told me that have to, I have to realize my position and who and what I am, and that I'm coming into it. And it's like I kind of already did that, but then the way he said it, it was like, okay, okay, what's going on, Daddy? What you not telling us?
In my mind, it means it's like you've already seen it, but it's much bigger and more complex than you probably, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you realize that everything has been literally lies and lies on top of lies on top of lies, and then it just all gets flipped right side up for everybody can see. You know how they talk about removing the stones and no stones left unturned?
Yep.
Well, imagine an entire stone, literally like this, being flipped upside down, right? Being flipped upside down, and all the truth is now for everybody to see. Not only does that, not only does the truth be visible, but the wealth be visible, the health be visible. All of these things that people, bad actors, bad apples, cabal, satanic, reptilians, whatever the fuck you want to call them, or whatever they call themselves nowadays. Everything that they've been doing was to suppress those of us,
Yep.
mankind,
Yep.
that are humane beings that only wanted to live in peace and prosper the way that we should be. And that's what they've been hiding from us. The pursuit of happiness, living the way that we're supposed to be living without anybody interfering, especially when we're doing nothing but good. I've been doing nothing but good for the last, you know, so many years,
Yep.
and all I get is hell for it from people that don't know shit about shit, right? They want to come out and say all this stupid stuff about me, but look at my track record. Look what I've been doing. Look how I'm doing the best that I can to get the healing out, to get my story out, to get the truth out, to connect everybody back to daddy, to bring everybody to faith in our father, right?
Right.
And what's so bad about that? Because I don't talk your language, because I don't talk the way you talk, because I use words like fuck you, right? Because of my skin color, my complexion. It was all designed this way, by the way. So, with that being said, it's all being fucking literally handed to us on a platter. And it's happening so easy when you realize what reality that you want to be in, you literally walk into that shit, which is what we're doing. I've been saying it. We're walking into it. They just bombed the entire fuel supply for the world. They weren't supposed to do that. Everybody agreed that they wouldn't do that shit. Okay, well, good. Now we can work on the free energy devices that the world needs. Now we can actually get them out, right? Because that's what happens when things like this happen. People start to get in gear and start producing things that are supposed to be used. So while they're burning up oil fields and these gas prices are what they are, there's actually good people like myself working on things to make those things stay that way, obsolete, never having to go to a gas station ever again. In fact, they will be called convenience stores, which they already are. However, that will be the main title. You will never call them gas stations no more because you don't have to go to refuel anymore. You would just go for snacks on your trip to wherever the fuck you're going.
And they're going to be healthier than they are now, of course.
Exactly.
All right.
Bathrooms, bathroom breaks. We might as well just call them convenient rest stops,
Yeah.
right? The parking lot will just be full of people just sitting there, taking a rest or something. You
Yeah.
don't have to go there for gas no more. And
Yeah.
we're not far away from this stuff. Like people have been working on things to address these issues for years, including those in the military, those good guys, the good military, the good guys. They've been preparing all this stuff. We've been preparing all this stuff. All of the med beds and crystalline chambers and all of these advanced technologies. This is where all this is leading to. And again, everybody's going all crazy. Everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that. And you got these AI stuff happening everywhere, and nobody, a lot of people don't know what to believe. And meanwhile, we're like, okay, cool. How about we have a little get together? Let's have a little cookout. Let's go to the beach, blah, 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 because we know daddy's got it handled. Period. He's got everything handled. Everything handled. Everything. And the fact that we're learning all about the trust, we're learning about how they used our birth certificates, we're learning how the court system is BS. It's an overlayer of deceiving and all this shit. All this stuff was meant to be happening at this time so that we can see that it's just been corporate entities, corporate businesses lying to you, making you believe that you're a fake entity,
Right.
and then getting you to agree to it because they didn't teach you the real truth about it all, on how there's no contract, there's no case, on how there's no injured party, there's no case. Like this is the type of stuff that we're absorbing right now because we're realizing I knew the system was wrong from the get-go. I just didn't have time to focus on the things that I'm now focused on because of all the other things that I had to do to get to where we're at. So that being said, it's so many cool things that are happening right now, despite what people are experiencing in the Middle East. And I'm excited for the people in that area, especially Palestine and those in Gaza and stuff like that, because they've been dealing with these, evil pieces of shit for so long. And now they're all been eliminated. The Q team says Israel for last. Okay, well, I say the Satanics for last. Because who was the ones in control of the Israelis? The Zionists, the Mossad, the Satanism, the Satanists, whatever the fuck you call themselves, right? All disguised as people they weren't. Kind of, when you listen to people's stories like Johnny Boy and Lydia and all these other people out there that are dealing with these type of things, you realize that holy shit, it's really been this secret group of individuals known as the Satanists, Masons, and blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? They're all being rounded up if you haven't noticed, and it will continue because you have been deceiving the people of the world, not just the U.S. Right? You have been deceiving the people of the world, and do you really think there's no consequences for that? Do you really think?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's over. It's over. We know that Netanyahu was long gone. And before it happened, I told you guys that two died, and then they're trying to do all this other stuff. And now you got people making fun of this shit. Like you got 3 photos of Netanyahu at funerals,
Yeah.
right? You can't make this shit up. I'm trying to tell you, this is what Daddy told us.
It is. It's
So,
fun. It's
so
fun to
now, so
watch.
right, so now you're seeing who's really in charge: the Jared Kushners, the bankers, the ones that think they because they have so much fake money in their accounts that they can do what they can do, and fuck the world. I'm going to take over everything because
Right.
I'm the richest there is. Well, we got a nice little special place for y'all, and y'all know where it's at because I know y'all been listening to what I've been saying, knowing you can't do a fucking thing about me. Okay, so expect your ass to be handed to you. All right, well, I'm done with my rant. What we got?
I love it. I love it. So we get a lot of questions from people in other countries, and their questions are always like, well, what's happening? What about like Canada? What about this country? About the corruption there. And my answer is always, this is global. It's not just the US.
That
We're
is correct.
we're here in the US, but so we talk about it, but it's a global clearing.
That is correct because
Yeah.
the same banking family, the same cartel are the ones behind
Yeah.
the banking court system, which is
Yeah.
a global court system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you see some of the recent stuff that I've been posting about the banking system, there's literally a group of individuals all around the world coming together, researching, investigating, putting all this shit together, and they just handing it to me because they know I'm the one that's going to get it out and actually enforce the changes. And I told these individuals, 2, 3 years ago that it's all happening, it's all coming out, and here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, slowly but surely. Actually, I'm going to take that back. It's happening. Bam! Waterfall,
Fast.
waterfall, waterfall, waterfall.
Fast. Fast.
Yeah, it was slowly but surely a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Now it's like boom, pow, 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 take
Yep.
that,
Yep.
you lying pieces of shit.
Okay, we'll burn through some questions, okay?
Yep.
CIA has supposedly been hiding the cure for cancer, right? And I'm not really seeing a lot of outrage about that, but that's been coming out. And we know recently all these cures for cancer have mysteriously just been discovered all at the same time, right?
Yeah, and it's funny is right after they announced leaving the WHO.
Yeah.
which we I shared those things too.
Right. Right.
But we know they've been having the cancer. I mean, the cures for cancer, AIDS, and all that stuff.
Yep.
And I myself gave everybody the cure in a frequency form, and I know that it's nothing but parasites. The problem with the human body is that we can get parasites in us, and the cabal knows that, which is why they dry the parasites, they put them in our food, and then once we get them in our bodies, they become hydrated and then they
Right.
attack the body.
Yep.
That's what's happening. That's what's been happening.
Yep.
So this is why we are working on. We have been working on all of these different supplements that are out there, all of these different, um, these elixirs that we have. And yes, some of them don't look pretty. Some of them look like actual shit, right? But you shake it up and you shake it up and use it because it's going to do what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
it, like that's the problem because of the fancy grocery stores. You think something should look beautiful because that's how they fed it to you.
Yeah.
Go into the jungle. Go into places like well, yeah, the jungle. Go where natural fruits and vegetables grow. You're not going to see some pretty fucking tomato. You're going to see tomato that has all types of shit on it that you got to clean it up to eat it.
Right.
The fruits and vegetables, the avocados, you're going to see that they have all types of things on them. And once you open and discard the parts that don't look so nice, you got a nice piece of avocado.
Yep. Yep.
So they did a number on us in various ways. And now you think that a fruit has to look beautiful like this picture that you see because that's what they sold you instead of taking it for what it is,
Right.
especially it's natural. Wherever if you go into different parts of Puerto Rico, for example,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many fruits and vegetables out there. They don't look like the grocery store, but they're a million times healthier.
Yep. Yep.
So you see how they've been doing all this stuff to us,
Yeah.
and not only that, different cultures around the world have fruits, vegetables, spices that literally cleanse the body from all this bullshit. So yeah, all of that is being revealed. All of the cures. I have all the cures, by the way. I've had them for all this time. Frequency form. I put it in a fucking pendant. I put it on a sticker, a hologram, a free image, and your ass is cured. And all you have to do is follow the simple instructions. Charge it all up, right? Um, Now you're seeing because of all the veils that were lifted. Now you're seeing that there was actually cures for this stuff the whole time, but they didn't want to fucking tell you because they were using that bankroll from your ass going to the hospital to fund all of the trafficking, all of the wars, all of their own fucking greedy.
Right.
Oh, oh.
Right. Right. And think of it this way, the fake space program, like look how much has been diverted to the space program in however many years, 60 years, right? Where's all that money going? I wonder, you know?
It's been going into suppressing mankind
Yeah.
for even longer.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
one of the reasons why Dad wanted them to believe that the things that I talked about were far away in the
Mhm.
future.
Yeah.
It's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening right now.
Yep.
Every time they do something against Daddy, against me, against the people around me, against the people that are working for Daddy, they just amplify that shit. Boom, boom, boom. You motherfuckers better get it done. That's all I got to
So,
say.
so speaking of booms, a few, like let's say a week ago, there was a meteor supposedly over Ohio, Pennsylvania, blah, 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 blah. And it boomed and everything shook. And now NASA is saying it was a meteor. And I had to laugh so hard. Yesterday, they showed a picture on Facebook of a little rock, like palm-sized rock in the grass, like here's part of the meteor. And I'm like, oh my God, do people believe that? But my question is, what was that?
That was an attack on one of the crew members. Um, they tried to attack a bunch of us because we're doing a lot of great things that they don't want people to know about.
Yep.
That being said, nothing that they do will work. And you know how they got all these false flags things had all these false flags things set up,
Yep.
and they become null and void because Daddy don't want certain things to happen. He's letting what's happening in Israel and in Iran because in that area is because they are literally taking themselves out. So when they try to do it over here in this area, it's not happening. Um, Whatever does happen, he allowed it.
Okay.
And that's because, certain people, certain places have to go boom, if you would. like that report from yesterday with the red hats talking about taking out the pedophiles quietly. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Take them the fuck out. Do it publicly.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, we will.
Yeah.
And when we do things, they seem to be like natural causes, if you would.
Yeah.
But the motherfucker dies. As a matter of fact, we got about an hour or so before a few more die publicly. So let's see what happens.
All right. All right. Okay. Next question. A few days ago, the ocean was receding in Miami, and I saw video of that. It was quite shocking. A lot of fish laying in the sand. I was like worried about the fish, but what was the cause of that?
Well, you remember I told you about flooding tunnels, right?
Yep.
Now you know.
So that water's going down, down, down.
Down, down, down.
Okay. A couple weeks ago, we saw a lion, a Tibetan snow lion, climbing Mount Everest. That was cool. Seen it, seen lots of footage from that. Is that real?
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
make it to the top?
He wasn't going to the top. He was just going to where he needed to go.
Ah, just walking through. Well, that was a cool video.
Well, people have their belief systems. People think the lions are only in the jungle, just like people didn't realize that giraffes and lions and elephants were all
Yeah,
here at
yeah,
once.
yeah,
And all of this is being revealed. They can't hide the fact that this was Egypt, this was Palestine, this was what it is. And we will be removing the dams, and everything will be restored because that's what
right,
Daddy wants.
right,
Now, those that are in the way, they're going to get their asses handed to them because in reality, we all know that they're not actually in the way. Daddy's just allowing them to make final decisions
right.
so that we can put them in their proper places.
Okay.
And that's the way that cookie crumbles.
So the dams will be removed. Now, is that worldwide or is that just the US?
That's worldwide. Remember I told you that if you take the map, you flip it upside down, you fold it together, you have the entire landmass.
Yeah,
There you have it.
yeah. Okay. All
And
right.
they've been hoarding the water. They've been trying to create their own little landmass and their own little cracks and crevices and underground cities and blah 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 blah. And at the end of the day, everything will be restored. Everything will be and is corrected, restored, because some of it has already been restored. Some of it has already been what do you call it? Corrected, and it's still happening as we go. This is why I told you that Atlantis and all these things will rise because the dams are now removed.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Wow. Wow. So there will be flooding
I'm the
along.
fucking king of this shit, by the way.
So there's going to be flooding in certain areas that like we'll call them reverts them back to what they used to be. So
Right,
there's okay. So
right.
we yeah. But those that are there, Daddy allows to be there for a purpose. There's a reason, so not to worry.
Yeah, there will be ample amount of time to relocate. Daddy's not going to let people just. Well, I can't say because if Daddy wants y'all to stay there just so y'all can receive y'all punishment, he's not going to warn you to leave. He's actually going to do the opposite. He's going to make sure you stay.
Okay.
You read some of the stories in those diaries where people were warned to leave a certain location and they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just like when you hear stories about 9/11, certain people had an inkling not to go to work that day and they made it, right? The other ones weren't so lucky.
Well, you had two things happen there. You had some of the dark ones be warned not to
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
and then you had those of us that Daddy wanted to save not go.
Yeah.
So you had two things happening there, and even the amount of people that died that day was incorrect. It was in the 30,000s.
Yeah.
So they've been lying to everybody about everything. These individuals are like mass murderers. They don't give a shit about anything because that's their nature. They're not like man and woman. They're not like us that were created with love and compassion and service and all of the goodness that we are. They're not like us. And some of us do stupid shit. I myself did stupid shit in the past. I've done things that I'm not proud of. However, I've learned from those mistakes and I made the proper changes. These individuals, they'll continue to kill and kill and kill and kill and kill, and then give themselves prizes for how many people they killed. I killed more than you, so I should get this. That's what the hunting parties and all the trophy shit was all about. Making the kids buckles and shoes out of. That's what that was about. This young lady was an actor, and now I have her as a wallet. This some crazy shit. Just like some people would go hunt down crocodiles and then turn it into a belt, turn
Right.
it into a wallet. That's the
Right.
same way that they do it.
Right.
And then they think that they own us because of their deceiving ways in doing the birth certificate and shit. Like, what the fuck do y'all? What was y'all thinking? Was y'all not realizing that your creator was watching and well, yeah, they didn't believe in Daddy. That
He's the secret weapon, and so are you.
I ain't a fucking secret. They don't want people to know about me,
Yeah, that's true.
but I ain't a fucking secret because I'm telling everybody. Listen, man, you better do what's right, or you're just gonna have to handle what you got coming to you,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
boy. They
It's
they
great.
want me to be a secret. That's what it is. They don't want people to know that I'm telling the truth. They don't want people to know that I'm the new and improved, king, the alpha and the omega. I was just explaining this to somebody just yesterday on how when King Arthur grabbed the sword, everybody knew he was the king because he was the only one that was able to activate the sword. So when you see certain things happen, you're going to know that Smarty's who he is because he's the only one that can do it.
Right. Right.
Whether you believe it or not, it does not matter, and it will not be AI. Okay.
Well, well, you're telling us in advance, and look at the way we're doing questions. For several years, we're doing these interviews. We've jumped around topic, like I'm picking the topics, right? I'm picking the questions. People submit the questions or whatever. But you don't have any advance notice of what I'm going to ask you, but you always have the answer, right?
The answers come from dad. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can say about that. They
Yeah.
come from dad, and the reason why I'm so quick with the answers is because I had these questions myself with dad and B. You know, me, B, dad, we sit there, we talk about these things, and dad will give us the answer. And so that's why I'm able to answer the way that I do.
Yeah.
And then shortly you see the evidence of it all because it came from dad. It came from us sitting there for hours asking dad all of these questions. And the fact that he shows me and he tells me. And the cool part is when he shows, when he tells us and shows us, me and B see it at the same time. And
Yeah.
you've witnessed this.
Yes. It's
So
awesome.
it's like, oh shit, yeah, I see that, blah, 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 blah. Hit this, hit that, and then boom, there it is.
Yeah.
So we don't, I don't, I'm past people believing anything I say. I don't even want them to believe me no more. I don't give a shit. I want this shit done. I want the people to have money. I want the people to live in peace. I want y'all to be able to create and never have to worry about someone trying to press charges on you or trying to take all of your income and earnings because they think they have power over you because of a fake name that they put on a fake piece of paper. So yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on literally freeing and liberating the planet. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about Smarty. Smarty don't give a shit. Smarty's gonna do what Daddy tells him to do. And when it all boils down, you're gonna realize that Smarty also did it for you. For those of you that are talking shit about me, I'm doing it for you too, so that you're able to talk shit about me.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. They'll come back around if they're meant to, right?
That's the truth.
Yep. Yep.
That's the truth. So
Awesome.
everything that I relay is because Daddy wants me to. The reason why we started these interviews or these videos in the first place is because he wanted me to. And the purpose is so that we can see the results of everything that I say. Just because they're censoring our viewers, just because they're doing this and censoring our accounts, the right people are watching, especially them motherfuckers. Okay? So it's over. It's over.
Love it. Love it.
All right, what else we got?
Okay. Roomba vacuums, those little things that are like little robot vacuums. It's been discovered that they have microphones and cameras, and they can connect into the household, listen to the household, just like the video games and stuff.
Right.
And this one guy discovered how to operate these vacuums all around the country.
Well,
So
we saw,
that's
yeah,
being revealed.
yeah. Well, we saw videos of the ones in China, waking up and stealing the other vacuums. My thing to that, my response to that is they can only do what Daddy allows them to do. If they use it against you to spy on you, Daddy allowed it. And being that it's being exposed the way that all of this is because Daddy allowed it and he wants us to correct it. That's why things have to be exposed. Rules of engagement for the Light Brigade, for the Galactics, right? For me and my crew, the rules of engagement is to expose and eliminate. Like I've been telling y'all, all of this stuff is being exposed, all of it's being eliminated. We will have things processed or built and made not to censor people, not to snoop on them, not to spy on them, because everybody will be connected to Dad anyway. We already are. The problem is people don't realize the extent on how we're connected to our Father, our Creator, Source, where we won't even have to worry about none of these things because you won't be thinking about trying to control anybody no more because you won't have the power or ability to. And when he wants certain people, places, and things executed, eliminated, etc., it'll just go away like it never happened, which is what you're seeing right now. This is literally what you're seeing right now. And they're so busy trying to maintain and stay alive, they're creating these AIs to make it seem like they're still in power when they have none. Okay? So, with that being said, don't worry about it. It did happen. They tried. It didn't work. People are now rising up from that and realizing that they don't. You shouldn't be buying these companies or these products from these companies who are doing things like that. And then those companies are forced to, go out of business or change their product without speakers, without camcorders, without all of these different things. We saw videos of little of screens popping up on the side of TVs with other people watching. I mean, we saw all this type of things that are happening, that is being exposed. So in the very near future, or should I say now, there are companies and there are people in the private sector where we are now at doing things for humanity that will benefit everyone and not the greedy corporations. In God we trust,
Right,
and
right.
all that bullshit. It's all being dismantled. It's already being dismantled. The problem is they don't know it yet, and they are finding out.
Yeah, yeah, good, good. All right. Okay, question. What will happen to all the clones once the truth is revealed, especially the people who have been killed at Gitmo?
Well, what's going to happen is those type of facilities won't will be null and void. The truth about it will be shown to people exactly what they did, how they did it, where the facilities were located, all of this stuff, because we actually already have the evidence. We have everything already. Um, what you'll see is you'll see the clones start coming out. You'll see the secret space program talking about more and more of those individuals will come out. You'll hear more about how they've been doing the avatar type scenario where they were consciously moving consciousness
Right.
in and out of bodies. That's what they've been showing you, all this stuff in the movies, but now they're going to show you the evidence of it all. Because right now it was a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. It's
Right.
a conspiracy. And then all of a sudden, holy shit, it's a fact. This is what they've been doing. These entities, these people walking around don't have genitals. They have little secret locations and to tell you that they're fucking clones and all this other crazy shit, right? So you're going to see all that come out. It's actually already started, and there's still a few hours to go for the full disclosure. Like we're hours away from it. There's no way that they can stop what Daddy's doing. In fact, I got two confirmations of the United States Treasury notes going on Forex. I think it's already there. Actually, I'm going to say it's there because we know how manifestation works. So, boom, there it is.
Done, done, done.
Done, done, done.
Done, done,
Everybody
done.
say it with me.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Done, done, done. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome.
There is no way they can stay where they're at. The planet is shaking these motherfuckers off. Get off me. Get off me. You don't
Yep,
belong here. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
Like shaking the tree for the apples. Well, the bad apples are being shook like a motherfucker. And the same way the Israelis were targeting all the good people around the world is the same way we are all now targeting them. There's no way any of them are going to survive this shit. Even if they do survive, Daddy allowed them to survive to die of old age because he wants them to stick around to watch us change everything. And then after we change every fucking thing, then your ass is allowed to die. Period.
Right. All right. All
You
right.
know,
Unjust family court rulings, will they be reversed?
exactly, because you're going to find out that they had no authority or no standing or
Right.
no jurisdiction over you anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're all being dismantled, all of it.
And we're seeing how all the prisons are owned privately. They just wanted to fill the prisons because the government gives them money for the prisoners, and then they do whatever they want, take their organs, do all sorts of horrible things.
Well, the government was them.
Yeah.
It was their business. That's why
Yeah.
you see the trust in God we trust. Trust. The Federal Reserve trust. It was their shit the whole time doing it to us, to the people. So yeah, that shit is already being dismantled. It's been dismantled, and now the time is to collect the bounty on them.
Yes. All right.
They're being rounded up, not just for pedophilia, but for doing what they've been doing to people. You've been secretly making people believe in your justice system, which there was no justice at all.
Think of the suffering and pain they've caused
Everyone,
thousands and thousands of years, thousands of years.
everyone. The fact
Ju-
that you have to pay to build on your land is another thing. The fact that you have to register your vehicle and then they can take it away is another thing. All of these different things that they've been doing to people is being exposed in record time where now people are standing up. People are fed up. Imagine how all the fucking military vets and soldiers are going to feel about what they've been doing to us when they find out the truth of it all. You know that part where it says, I will defend my country from foreign and domestic?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Looks like they're going to have a lot of fun. And all I got to do is sit here like this.
Let it go, baby. Let it go.
That's right. No matter where I'm at, I'm going to sit there like this. That's why I'm building a nice palace with a nice work area for me and B to sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful view as the city and everything around us be built. Because that's what is happening. That's what's going to happen. So much fun. But,
Okay.
all right, go ahead.
All right. So somebody had asked a question that some inmates in these in our prisons worldwide are serving life sentences, but they're periodically let out, um, quietly let out of prison. Then they do more crimes, but they're not, caught for these crimes because then the guys that let them out would be exposed. Is that being revealed as well?
You just said it, didn't you?
I did. I'm just asking the question.
No, you're no, I'm saying it for that person.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
you you literally just told us what happens, and we
yep,
know that it happened because we shared it before.
yep, yep.
That being said, if you are a violent criminal, you will go to jail and stay there, depending on how violent your shit is. If you injured somebody, that's considered an injured party. You are going to jail. You are staying there. Okay. Um, those of you that did pedophilia type shit, zero tolerance. You're dead. That's it. I've been saying that for years, and now you're seeing that as well. I've been enforcing that shit for years. And the crew and the Jedi's, y'all been there with me since day one, enforcing that these motherfuckers get executed. I would do them all only because that's me. However, we do know that Daddy does want to keep some around for whatever reasons, but they will be in jail. They're not coming back out. You violated a child, you violated a woman, you violated a boy, whatever, a man. You're going to jail and you're staying there. And if you're lucky, you get to live old in there. That's a violent crime. That's a injured party. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're done. Those individuals that were involved in letting people like that out after the fact to so that they can do it again, obviously a part of the problem.
Right.
And we know now that the reason why drug dealers get all this time and then pedophiles get fucking a slap on the wrist and released because they're involved. All of them. I do know that there are some good in the ranks. However, I don't know how good y'all are because y'all knew y'all was doing this shit to people, bringing people into your court system, knowing that they're not the piece of paper, knowing that they're living beings and they're not the piece of paper that you have in front of you. So I don't know how innocent y'all are.
If
But
you
Daddy
don't
said,
stand up for injustice, you're complicit in my book.
there you go.
You're
There you
complicit.
go.
Yeah.
I've been standing up for all this shit, man. And I've only gotten censored and all this stupid shit. All this stupid shit. But the good part about me is that I know how to change a frequency real quick. I know how to burn your ass.
Yeah. Yep. So it sounds like today's a big day, lots of stuff happening. So yay, yay.
It's a beautiful day, and it's going to continue all to the rest of our lives. Beautiful day.
Love it.
This whole Trump stuff is being exposed for what it is. Trump saying that we're winning the war and this and that, and it's actually true. We are winning the war. The one that we doing in the behind the scenes. We already won. So when you think about it that way. Who's in control of all this shit? Definitely ain't him.
Daddy. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
That's right. So there are things that I do want to share, but I gotta hold my tongue for right now.
Dang it. Dang it, Daddy.
I, I do. I also, my birthday is the 25th, and I hear there's some major things happening that day as well.
Yay.
So we shall see.
Yay. Yay. Okay. Awesome news.
All I
Awesome
gotta
news.
say is thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Daddy. And I don't
Let's
even know
go.
what it is. I'm excited. So
Let's go. Let's go.
okay. So we've talked about the moon and how the moon does not affect the tides. Okay. The moon does not affect the tides. It's kind of like the earth is gently moving and that causes the tides and the movement. Is there such a thing as gravity, though?
Um, yes and no, depending on where you're at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It depends on where you're at, and it also depends on where you're at in your abilities.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because there are people that can literally hold a bottle of just about anything and turn it upside down, and the water doesn't come out of it. So it depends on where you're at, and it depends on where your abilities at. And going back to the moon stuff, I'm sure the moon was perfectly fine when we drained the water in Miami and flooded the tunnels.
So, all right, can we go back to those tunnels? What tunnels, like, are we going to see those tunnels, like,
Yeah.
is stuff coming out of them, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, most of them were used for trafficking children back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yep.
And you can see them and hear them. Some of them will be destroyed, and some of them will be used for tourism, and then others will be used for private quarters. But you will know about them. It's just like somebody's house. You can
Yep.
see you
Yep.
can see their house, but you can't go in it because it's not yours. It's
Yep.
theirs.
Yep.
So with that being said, some of the tunnels that you'll know about are only ours for for us to travel with.
Right. Okay.
For private entities, private people, private blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there'll be other things where you can use all the other different tunnels and pods that you will be able to use, and you'll be able to do whatever you want with it in it. Um, some of the visions that I see, you know how some people move from area to area or state to state, and then they have to have a U-Haul truck and all that.
Yep.
Well, some of these pods are so fucking huge that you can literally put a like a moving container within it, and then go into your staying quarters, and all of it go once at once to your new location. And the same thing with vehicles and all that stuff too. A lot of the vehicles we won't even need them no more. People will not. They won't want them no more because they can literally just walk outside their house, go down to the corner, get on a pod, and then go to fucking, Africa or Dubai in fucking minutes. So we won't need any of that. Not to mention, we already have portals that do these things where you'll have a portal ready to go in a specific location, and you'll just have to, I guess, wait in line and all that, because you won't have to be searched or nothing like that, because if you're not a certain vibration, you can't even get through the motherfucker.
Right.
so so if you think you're going to travel through a portal with bad intentions, you probably get fucking zzz, 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 fucking shocked like a mosquito trap. But all of these things are things that are tangible, things that are already exist in other places around the galaxy, and things that are here that haven't been revealed yet, if that makes sense. Now, and I say it like that because think about it. We're learning about the corrupt systems, the corrupt banking, the corrupt court system. And it was here the whole time. We just haven't been privy to this information. And now we are.
Right.
Oh shit, this is how they really did it.
Yeah.
No wonder why this stuff felt the way it did. But it was here the whole time. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that being said, there are portals and all that everywhere already. We've already got proof. There's military people coming out talking about these things. What you really don't understand yet is that we are literally going in and out of portals as we speak. Me and my crew. Even when we go to bed, we wake up in our natural forms, go take care of business, come back and wake up in this body. Because that's what our jobs consist of. That's what we do. That's why I'm the supreme commander. That's why I can say these things and back it up, because I'm directly involved with it all. Because my father can do anything, and I don't limit him. I sometimes get upset on how we have to wait.
Yep.
But I know better. I know Daddy got us. We just have to hurry up and wait. So we do have a beautiful future right here, right now. Once all the dust clears, we'll break everything out, and people will be able to live in peace. Use the new use the new treasury notes. Live long lives and prosper and rebuild the planet, and remove the things that were plaguing us. Remove dams. Remove certain governments. They're not even fucking governments, if you ask me. They're just cabal groups disguised as governments governing people, and with their bullshit laws that don't mean nothing to Daddy.
Yeah.
That's the law you have to worry about. Daddy's law. I see a lot of treason. I see a lot of charges for treason happening. I see a lot of sheriffs. I see a lot of U.S. Marshals arresting a lot of people. I see a lot of citizens arrest. I see a lot of good people coming together and making sure that this type of shit never happens again, because either they or they know someone whose children was taken, violated, etc. And we've had enough. I see all of that. And while that's happening, me and my crew will make sure all the other beneficial things for everybody happens. Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we did.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the International Space Station is also a lie. Like we're taught that it's out there in space and it's inside the etheric dome. And they're making like again, we've got this huge budget funding it, right? And where does all that money go?
Yeah, well, you have some ET factor in all of that too,
Yeah,
because some of the stuff can't leave the energetic dome or previously the glass dome because it wasn't allowed. Um, the ones that were took over the dome and the reptiles from all these other places, they're the ones that was coming in and out. They're the ones that was trying to keep everybody in. They're the ones that was doing all this shit. So a lot of the secret space program, they were able to go in and out, teleport and all that stuff. However, we put an end to that as well. So the ones that do come in, they come in through different technologies, different means. And once Daddy alerts us to them, we quickly round them up, snatch them up, send all of their equipment to research and development, figure out how they did what they did, and then make sure it don't happen again. We've been doing that for the last 10 years. So some of the stuff that was some what you just said was a thing, and then it's become null and void.
right.
There's a lot of stuff that's coming out about that too. There was a lot of fake shit. NASA was bullshit. They did have evidence of real stuff that they also faked, airbrushing and all that. The secret space program is real. It just some things that they did and some things that they didn't do, which is also coming out. They can only get so far and do so much because, like I said, this planet was under a quarantine, if you would, and at the same time, it was under a under a dome that was fucking booby trapped, if you would. So there's a lot of things with that, and we'll be disclosing all that shortly as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And I have, we have done some interviews. I put them in these books. We've talked about the dome, taking down the dome, and how the earth is protected and blah, 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 blah. So we know that now. But, this was a question, and I just want to point out that it's inside, it's not out there, right? Like we've been taught.
Yeah, what you was talking about was in the inside.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so that was in the inside, and like I keep saying, we're now under a different type of quarantine. It's a benevolent quarantine, and the reason why it's an energetic quarantine because the power that's holding the energetic field is of love, and they cannot do anything about that. That's the strongest force and frequency in the world, in the universe. I've been telling you all that, and you're going to witness all these things. There's nothing no group out there can do about what's happening because of where we're operating from. We're operating from Dad, which is love, right? So that's why our stuff supersedes everything because we're literally operating it with love. Yeah, I'm a badass. Yeah, I'm a this and I'm a that, and I'll fuck you up, all that. But I'll do it in love. And I'm so easy to get along with no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, because 9 times out of 10, I've been there and done that. And Daddy had it done this way so that I can, have conversations with just about anybody.
Right.
I can literally sit down for a few hours and not say the word fuck.
Oh my golly, that is so funny. Is that one of your superpowers?
No. No, I find it easier just to be myself. I find it so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier to be myself because then you'll see who don't like you just because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But but the majority of the people that are around me, they all love me because I'm I treat everybody with respect and
You do.
kindness. I don't talk down to people. I educate them. Like this is what it is. This is what I went through. Don't do that because this is what happened to me
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
did that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I would rather I would rather have conversations than arguments. And if I feel like there's going to be an argument, I just be like, yeah,
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, usually you're kind of in the background doing your thing with multiple screens, all doing blah, 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 and people are jibber jabbering, and then you will pipe in at the appropriate time. It's
Hmm.
really fun. And
Hmm.
you'll say something, and it takes the person stopping to let that sink in sometime to learn the lesson, but it's always spot on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Everything's good. Everything's good.
Yep, yep. Okay.
Everything's
Uh,
fantastic.
Questions about the four kings, okay? And I believe you showed us a picture of one of them a couple, 3 days ago, but are the kings and their soldiers visible or invisible right now?
They are both. Some are
Oh,
visible. Sometimes they're visible. Sometimes they're invisible, depending on what they're doing and what they need to be doing.
oh,
They've been seen. They've been seen everywhere. People have been seeing them. Like it's not being reported on because we understand who's controlling the social media platforms.
yeah,
So that's one of the reasons why they haven't been seen and can't be seen. Um, well, I can't say can't be seen because they are being seen, but being shown to the people. I mean, it's kind of hard to not see a super huge dude messing people up.
Does he have like the beard and stuff, just like the picture we saw a few days ago?
Yeah,
Wow. Like he looks like an old-fashioned king.
yeah. He looks like us, like long hair, beard, and stuff like that. Some of them have the ponytails going straight back. Some of them have dreadlocks, like Sanam the Galactic look.
Okay,
Some of them have afros because they were all different colors and stuff like that.
okay.
But you guys will be able to meet them shortly.
Awesome. Awesome.
Man, the things that has been hidden from us for so long is just going to hit everybody, and it's going to take a toll on some people, and it's going to be a good toll, but it's just going to be like you feel like you've been betrayed, and you have been.
Yeah. Well,
Unfortunately.
people should be up in arms like, okay, that there's a cure for cancer. We all, every one of us here, have family members that have died from cancer in some way, right? And they've withheld, well, they've created it, but then they've withheld the cure. That is horrific. Just
Yeah,
that one little piece, then add on all the other stuff they've done the past 5 years, you know?
yeah, yeah. It's been
Mm-mm.
it hasn't been easy for myself because of the family members that I lost, my mom and dad that could have been saved, aunts and uncles, and I had no choice but to experience it all.
Yep,
And dad assured me that he's correcting and fixing everything. So and then he showed he told us and showed us about the chambers and how they work, and that he's been feeding us information ever since he told it to us 6, 7, 8 years ago.
yep,
So it's like, okay, let's fucking go. Let's go.
It's gonna be, it is so awesome.
It is, it
Yeah,
is. And then when
so
you
wonderful.
understand how all of it and all of us is nothing but energy, and people really don't die, their bodies, get mangled, get shot, get killed, and blah blah blah. But then that essence, that soul, that energy goes off to wherever Daddy wants it to go to for a period of time. And with the chambers, it can be restored, and you can literally walk out of it.
Yep.
Like, who's
Yeah.
even saying these type of things? Nobody I've heard said these type of things until they heard me say it.
Right.
And I know that these things are possible because we've already been doing it. He's been showing me throughout the universe we've been doing this type of stuff. And this is why the angelics, galactics, and the secret crews, the super forces that we have are what they are, because we can multiply and restore ourselves instantly anywhere. This is what they don't want you to know. They want you to be dumbed down and you're going to die and that's it.
Right.
No, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Never was the case. This is why they don't teach you the things that they're supposed to teach you when you grow up and go to these foreign schools, because that's what they are, foreign schools. Everything that they've done here, it's foreign. And now you're realizing that it was, and it is. All of the things that we had here was literally destroyed, and then they made it and then charged us for it. Remember that video I posted a while back where they had all of these melanated people creating all these different devices, and they did it for free, and then some white guy comes along and taxes people on it. Okay, so it's like, what did you do here? And it's not all white guys. It's just a specific crew of specific group of individuals that are satanic, that didn't want you to have what you had, which is why they came from all of these different European places and came here, and then did what they did to this place, and then made everybody believe that it never was what it was.
Right.
And the cool part about all this stuff is that now those individuals, family members, are now on our side too, because they
Good.
realized it was all wrong. So no matter where your background is from, no matter what your skin color is, you know right or wrong right now. And you know that what they've done to everybody, not just colored folks, they've done it to everybody. It's wrong. And we all coming together to correct it. That's why all of us, the crew here, the Jedi's, we're all different shades of wheat.
Hmm.
And we're coming together to say, no, enough is enough. Let's get this stuff out. Let's do what we have to do. Let's start up a whole new everything. And those that want to interfere, Daddy takes care of them, whether he has me do it or whether he does it himself. So that's where we're going. It's a beautiful thing, if you ask me.
It is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. Back to the four kings. Second part of the question is, are sorry, are
No,
they helping the people of Sudan, on Somalia, Nigeria? Like, are they helping, or are they just in the Middle East right now?
well, you have they're just doing the Middle East because they're from that area.
Okay.
Places like Sudan and all that stuff are being helped in the long run, because now you don't have the individuals and the groups that were involved in all that have no means no more.
Yeah.
So people are literally being liberated everywhere,
Awesome.
everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's happening here as well, which is why no one is using Federal Reserve dollars in certain places. But they will accept the United States Treasury notes. They will accept D Blue. They will accept me. They also know who I am because they're all listening and watching. They all know. They all know that it's not the people. They all know who the problem is. They all have the locations of all these government structures and all these different fucking courthouses and all these different things. They know who the problem is, and they have the locations of every one of them worldwide. So it's not just Iran targeting A, B, and C. It's literally all of us targeting them. And the last time I checked, Daddy already won.
Awesome.
We
Awesome.
love, we love our people. We love our family. We love just about everything. And these individuals have no clue on that, the power behind that. They have no clue the power behind that. All they know is death and destruction. And that shit doesn't last because now it's being turned inward. And that's what you get. Rightfully so. Stupid motherfuckers.
They've had years and years and years and years and years and years of warnings, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we are doing what we're doing. There's nothing that can stop us. And everything that happens is already planned. That being said, we're going to move on into a beautiful new reality, like Daddy's been saying. We're walking into it. They have no standing, they have nothing they can do about anything. And people will become educated and grow their families and be protected by all types of things, especially Daddy. Who's the ultimate protector? Daddy. He has us protecting people, but at the end of the day, he's the ultimate protector, especially when he says, go cover this person, go cover that person. When that type of stuff happens, that person is very special. And he doesn't want nothing happening to that person because of the very specialness of that individual. That's why he don't let nothing happen to me. That's why he don't let nothing happen to B, you, everybody around us. Jazz, the kids, he doesn't let nothing happen to them because we have things to do and we will do it because of him. Yeah, y'all get hit and attacked and all this other stuff. That's in the past. It's going to remain in the past. And the faster we eliminate these fuckers, the faster we don't have to worry about those type of things, which is also my job, which is also why I work nonstop, nonstop, even in my sleep, waking up tired and shit. Oh, where the fuck was I at? Yeah, so it's we got a lot of things that we look forward to. We got a lot of work to do, but we're going to make it fun work. It's going to be fun work. It's going to be so wild and so fun that the things that you guys are going to be doing, you're not even going to believe it until it's
Yeah.
actually like days after you did it. You know what I'm saying? I was just having another conversation about when the transfer of wealth happens for certain people, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'm just gonna call you and be like, hey, I'm coming down to this area. I just saw this house down there. It costs about 5 million. Go ahead and get that for me. And then they're like, no problem, Smarty.
That's gonna be awesome. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
so fun.
And we'll have unlimited funds. A lot of people will have unlimited funds. However, those unlimited funds come with responsibilities. And the responsibilities is to make sure no one starves. Everyone has a house. Everyone has food. Well, I just said starve, but everybody is taken care of
Right.
in multiple ways,
Right.
multiple ways. So if you hear people saying that there won't be no money and all that stuff, that can be a reality. That can be a reality. However, there's steps to get to that. We have to manufacture these fucking different devices that will allow us not to have no money because we won't need it. What do you need money for if you have a food replicator? And the same replicator or a different model can replicate your clothes, replicate water, replicate this, replicate that. Money becomes obsolete. That's how. Until then, we have to have some sort of money to pay people for their services. And that is why some type of bartering, however you say that, that is why some type of bartering will always be around. I trade you this for that. Okay, no problem.
I love that.
Me too.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you, Daddy.
And it gives everyone a chance to do what they love. Like you're passionate about X, I like to do Y, and we trade our services or whatever. We both get to do what we love, you know?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Now,
yeah,
when you have a whole planet operating that way, then you have literally heaven on earth.
yeah,
And the people all around the world, that the agencies that monitor our phone calls and monitor me and all that, they know exactly what we're about. They know we don't fuck around. We get things done. They know we working for daddy. They know all of it. You would never say, you would never hear them say anything bad about us, because the real intel community guys, the real people around the world that are in charge of certain things, they know. They know. They know daddy's for real. They know daddy's the ones giving them the orders, and they also know we're protecting them. No matter what anybody says about a specific group, like the U.S. here. I never been this way, but the U.S. and certain people here, they were taught to hate pe- groups, to hate countries like China, to hate countries like Russia, to hate countries like
yeah, yeah,
Iran and the
yeah,
Taliban and all of these different terrorists. And now you're finding out who the real terrorists are.
yeah, yeah. Every
I
movie has an enemy, right?
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm thankful that I've never felt that hatred towards anyone.
yeah,
Like never, ever, ever, ever. I got mad about certain people doing certain things about me, but I never felt that hatred towards anyone, no matter what people said. I'm not going to hate this country over here because of your fucking opinion. That country didn't do shit to me. Why should I do what you say and hate them? Fuck no. In fact, I got people all around the world that I communicate on a daily basis that love me. And I've done things for them and their family to show them that I'm fucking real. You understand what I'm saying? So no
yeah,
matter
yeah,
what happens around us, people know that I can do what I say I can do, and that we all working for daddy. Period. They know it. All right, let's do one more.
Okay, projects for the future, humanitarian projects. And now this is kind of dovetailing into the wealth transfer, but everyone has their passion projects, what they want to do when they get their wealth. Okay, but not everyone know not everyone knows about you specifically yet. So there's a little concern. People want to make sure that we all join forces project wise so that we have more like a power, resources, etc. So how are people going to learn about you and the projects that you're offering?
Well, one of the main things they're going to learn about me, because I own all the fucking banks. And I am the bank. I'm the one that's going to fund everybody's project, whether they believe that or not. I don't, like I said, I don't care. We own the banks. We have the access to the caves. Remember, I was saying King Arthur pulling the sword?
Yep,
I'm the only one that can go in certain areas to extract certain things.
right.
And these things are valuable, which means somebody along the line has um, some pockets of currency waiting for me to come out with these items. Okay. Not only that, we will be going all around the world helping everyone. So if daddy wants me to help you in your project, you will have everything you fucking need because daddy said so.
Right.
Not because of Smarty. Because again, I can go around the world and I can run into somebody who's got a cool project, but is a fucking asshole. I don't want to work with that person because he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
However, daddy says to work with the person. I don't have a choice.
Yep.
That being said, I want to make sure that's clear because not everybody that I work with or forced to work with are good people. That being said, when all this stuff kicks off, and it is kicking off, we will be running around the world helping people with their projects and helping people with their funding if they need it. A lot of people have cool projects and don't have the funding, and some of them are don't even have currency within the redemption programs, the RV, and none of that. But the concept and the idea is there. That's all you need. Let us know. Let me know.
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you want? How much is it? Here you go. Boom. Courtesy of the boss.
And you're going to have a link through the Source Social, like, hey, like we need a GoFundMe kind of like, it'll be called whatever it is. GoFundMe to start this coffee shop, to start this, whatever it might be. So people will be able to help that way as well.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be bigger projects than just a coffee
Yeah.
shop because you people will have enough money because of basic income, universal income,
Yeah.
all of the different cool things they can do that on their own. Now, if you're talking about farming and feeding and free this and free that and big projects and cool things that everybody can have in their house and stuff like that, then yeah, we'll help you with all that type of stuff.
Awesome.
And some people won't need my funding because daddy already put them in place to have plenty of the funding. But they will be doing it from our banks and they'll be protected. So if anything happens to their funds, guess who replaces it? This
So,
is so this is so fucking fun.
and you've told us before that we already have accounts set up. The accounts are already set up.
They are. They are. I've been telling y'all forever, and I know y'all tired of broken records and blah 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 blah. Um, now you seen what happened recently with the I don't even know who the fuck he was talking about that I was full of shit and there is no QF system. Blah blah blah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Austria was the first one to publicly announce it, and now I'm hearing in the back channels that we're getting ready to announce it. Not to mention those of us that are in the deals that we got going on already have our accounts. So, yeah, it's it's uh, it's just so wild that I'm in the position that I'm in, and that I'm going to be able to do, and I'm doing the things that I'm doing. It's like it's like a dream come true for me because I just wanted to help people, but I didn't know how like the extent of it until the last couple of years where daddy shows me and all this stuff. I got billions of trillions of dollars in assets all around the world already. Not to mention the ones that are in the fucking caves just waiting for us. So when he said I have to realize that I'm the king is like, holy shit. This is it. This is happening.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? You've been doing this so long. You've got like a routine or a pattern and you're learning as you go, right? You get better as you go, more abilities as you go. It's going to be a whole new everything. And we're excited. We are excited about new, but it's going to be so big and mind-blowing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
true.
before you sign off, could you show us the coin? I believe it's on flash sale right now.
Yeah, this coin is on a super sale. I made these in 2023,
Yeah.
and they're literally worth 100K. And mind you, the reason why they're worth 100K is because Dad said so. And they say abundance, earth, new earth currency, joy, all the above. So these coins, the only ones that would be able to cash these in are the people that cash them in with me. But why would you want to do that when this is like a piece of fucking history? You could
Collector's
put you
item.
could exactly you could put
Yeah.
this on your wall and say you was one of the first ones to purchase one of these, and you wouldn't believe how much I purchased it for.
Yeah. Yeah.
333 333. So
Yeah.
yeah, these are beautiful pieces. These are what I had before Daddy had me make Deep Blue.
Deep blue. Yep.
I think I'm going to do a whole new one. No, I know I'm going to do a whole new one and have it similar to this, but with the engraving like the pendants.
Yeah. Yeah.
These will be here too soon.
Oh,
The
yay.
Metagene, they'll be here soon. And if you all notice, I only did a specific color with the crowdfundings because of all of the troubles we had last time. So all of the ones that you guys did crowdfund are the silver ones, the big silver ones. Those will also be available soon. All of the different ones will be available soon on the website. And just wait for super sales to get yours.
Awesome.
But everything else that you guys have been supporting me with through the products, I've been able to accomplish a lot of things and get all of this stuff out there to y'all for
Right.
y'all.
Right.
And healings, like the healings are nonstop. I get text messages every day to this day, nonstop. And I enjoy doing that because that's something that I love to do. I love to heal people. I love to answer questions. I love to take care of things. We did have a lot of hiccups and stuff like that with the shipping, and they're constantly fucking with our shit.
Hmm.
But it's all good. We'll deal with it. Um, you know, shit happens, but I have total faith that everything will be okay. So just have faith that everything will be taken care of.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right, we out of here. Love you guys, and you guys are gonna love some of the cool things that I post in the next few days. So be
I'm really
excited.
looking forward to it.
Things are happening.
Thank you for all you do to help us. It's greatly
You're
appreciated.
welcome. Thank you all for being a part of it too, because that energy, boom, that goes a long way, literally.
Yep. Yep.
And we all know that our heavenly Father is very real. He's validated and proved it multiple times for us. So be good and keep doing the good work.